2021. Man, Happy New Year, everybody. Man, I hope all y'all had a great and fantastic New Year. And thank y'all for coming to another fantastic episode of Truth to Life, where we discuss real issues about real people in real everyday life. So you got part one. What we discussed in part one was the first two types of women. Type one is the woman who's focused on herself to whatever degree. So whether it's her career or whether it's her basically having bad experiences in relationships and taking a break to focus on herself, just basically getting out every now and then to get her rocks off and then get back to it. That was the first type, okay? Type two in part one was the woman who had the gold digger mindset. Anything, just flash, dash, and cash. Anything that's flash, whether it's the shoes, the clothes, the jewelry, the car, stuff, things. So focused on things. Bags. She wants a bag. She wants somebody else's bag, not her own. Okay, now we're going to focus on the third and the fourth type. The third type of woman is the woman who, as I explained already, who has the mindset of, well, she has some success already. She has her bachelor's or her master's or her doctorates. She's established in her career. She got her money built up. She has a few possessions, but now she wants someone to share that with. But her mind frame of how she approaches that is altogether wrong. Okay, and the fourth type of woman is the woman who does have things together, does have the proper understanding, and she's ready to go get it. But the thing with that is that she's a tad bit too scrutinous in her choice of man. And I'm going to explain to you today, we're going to delineate how that breaks down into an adverse effect for that woman, and actually eventually can even cause her to compromise out of loneliness. So because she sets her standards way too unrealistically high. We're going to go ahead and jump into that. You got your pen and your pad? Ready? Come on. Let's dig in. Type number three, you guys. In type number three, what we're dealing with is the woman who she's had her mind convoluted either in childhood by the way that her parents or her mother or her father, depending on how she came up, treated one another, as well as the things that she subjected herself to on televisions and, media, movies, TVs, magazines, etc. Well, here's the problem. And even in the school system, you have a lot of crazy stuff that's being taught nowadays. And what it is that when you have a woman with the whole INDEPENT, okay, independent is great, okay? But independent of man, it's not happening because we were created for companionship by God. When you have the relationships that when you have women that are so stuck on things or I don't need no man, then that's when you have problems. Eventually, it's going to create problems psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, as well as intellectually, and they become twisted in the mind. And it's unfortunate, but it's many women have failed for the banana in the tailpipe. Ladies, stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. It is not that serious. You dig what I'm saying? You need a man. Yes, you do. Just like men, we need women. We need each other. First, to procreate. Secondly, to relate to. That's what relationship is. You can't relate to a guy that's in a penitentiary or in a jail because he's not present for you to relate to. That's what makes those relationships so difficult, if not impossible, to maintain. Now, anyway, focusing back on woman number three. The woman number three, the type number three of woman, she has this success, but as a result of the convolution that she's been receiving from the media and the news and all this, it leads her to think that she doesn't need a man. So now she begins to treat this guy like she does not need him. In the beginning, it's all good, but then once complacency sets in, she feels that she can let her hair down now, so to speak. And what happens is that she starts treating him condescendingly. She starts making certain comments, judgments, criticisms, etc., when in the beginning of the relationship, she was not halfway as critical as she has eventually become due to comfort. Once you get comfortable with a person, then that's when the truth starts coming out. And we all see this. So that's why it's always best to nip it in the bud and get to know this person before you start having babies with them and sleeping with them and all this other stuff, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into until you actually get to know this person for who they really are, as opposed to the facade that they carry on in the beginning of those relationships, which is what we all do mostly. You know what I'm saying? But I like to keep everything 100 off the muscle, so you know what you're getting, because what you see is what you get off the muscle. So that way I don't believe in all that old trying to fake the funk and hide this and pretend that. That's just not 1,000 with me, baby. I'm telling Max, this is what it is. This is what you gonna get. Love me or hate me. If you like me, cool. If you don't, no problem. I'm gonna holler at you, baby, because for everyone that don't like me, 20 more do. So back to that. Anyway, what happens is that when they enter these relationships, you ladies out there, you begin to treat the man differently, and you begin to make him feel some type of way about himself as a result of your continuous critical nature. You cannot expect every guy to have the same level of financial success that you do, because we're all in different places in life. So just because you make more than this guy, or just because you have your certificates behind your name and alphabets and all this old type stuff, that's great that you have these things, but that has nothing to do with this man that you've chosen or that you're trying to choose to be your companion. If you're trying to choose somebody to be your companion, then that's what you need to focus on, is your relationship, the companionship. You're not supposed to focus on what he has or what he doesn't have. You need to be focused on how this man is treating you. Dig what I'm saying? Because when you begin to focus on things that are not conducive to culminate in such a way that you'll have peace and progress and real live chemistry within the relationship, then that's a recipe for disaster. So ladies, please reevaluate yourself. Go look in the mirror at yourself. Read you some self-help books. Get to know yourself, because chances are you don't even really fully know who you are yet. And that's the reason why you're projecting all of your criticisms and negativity onto this guy who's only doing the best that he can to be the best man that he can for you. And if you have a man that's not cheating on you and lying to you and beating you, putting his hands on you and disrespecting you and all this stuff, ladies, you really need to chill, because you really actually got a good dude. He's a good man. And as long as you got a good man, that's what you need to be focused on, while your homegirls and your kinfolks are by themselves and they talking about what your man, girl, he ain't got this, girl, he ain't got that, and he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that. But he treats me well is what you need to respond to them. Where is your man at? While you talking about mine, where's yours at? See, you ain't got one in the first place, but I got one at the house. I got one at work. He go to work and come. He may not make as much as I do as of yet, but he has ambition. He goes to work every day, comes home, brings that check home. I ain't got to worry about him being in the clubs, chasing no other skirts, because he loves me and he's here with me. Ladies, start showing appreciation and respect for your men if you have a man that does these things. If you have that type of man, then you need to be focused on the good things that he does do and that he does have, as opposed to the things that he does not have or the things that he does not do. All right? Now, that's type 3. And type 4. Type 4, we have the woman who has accomplished these things and she's comfortable in life. She's the woman of God and everything is straight. Her mind is straight emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. She good. And she's just ready to share her life with someone because she's ready now. Now, kids, family, the whole 9 yards. She want to get married, the whole deal. Well, here's the problem with that. Many times, unfortunately, ladies, because you've been listening again to the homegirls, to the friends, to the family members, of course, those people that love you and care most about you want the best for you. But here is the issue that you run into. On an average, I'm not saying that it's non-existent. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen for you. What I am saying is that on the average, you're not going to run across brothers that are extremely successful and available. That's the problem. Many of them, if not most of them, are already married if they're good men. They're taken off the market, off the muscle, because these women know. So if when a woman sees a good man and she know he's good and he ain't finna lie to her, cheat on her, beat on her, none of that, he gonna bring that money home and just really do the whole family thing, which is how women are designed anyway, she gonna snatch him. So if she gotta chase him herself, she gonna do what she gotta do to make sure that she secure that man, because in securing that man, she has secured her future. She ain't got to worry about all the drama, going to the clubs, being on the chat lines, the internet, the social networks, none of that other stuff, because she already got hers. So whether this woman is a Latin woman, a white woman, or a sister, or any other ones, she gonna go get her that good man, regardless. So guys, y'all need to really, man, y'all need to step your game up, baby. Check it out, ladies. Here's the deal. On an average, you're going to be dealing with your average everyday Joe Schmo. So this is and I got to give y'all ladies y'all props. I'm going to salute y'all because a lot of you guys are becoming really successful now. That's another video. I do that at another time on how the demographics are kind of geared toward the women as opposed to black women as opposed to black men and keeping us down for many reasons. But again, I'll share that with y'all another time. Anyway, on an average, ladies, when you run across a brother that's on his grind and he is ambitious and he's doing what he got to do and he's a good man, these are the things that you need to be focused on. You don't need to be focused on what he has not accomplished as of yet, what he does not have as of yet. The only thing that you need to be focused on are the things that matter. Because if you bring enough money in the household to meet his money and take care of all the bills and the kids and everything else, then that's the only thing that should matter. Who cares who's bringing it in? We don't care. When we go to work and bring our check home, what we do, we give it to y'all. Yeah, here you go, baby. We don't care as long as the bills are paid and his food in the icebox and everything is good. We straight. It's not about the money. Stop getting your mind on them. Well, I've done this, and my associates, my coworkers, her husband is a doctor, or her husband is a lawyer, or her husband is some other kind of successful guy. Who cares about her husband? Worry about your own. Get your own. And be content with what you have. Be happy in who you be. Satisfied and happy that he treats you well. Be happy and satisfied that he treats you with respect. And sisters that do have your mind right, sisters that are followers of Christ, don't let your prestige or your accomplishments cause you to miss your blessing in a guy, in a man that has not reached certain aspirations as of yet. So what, he drives an old beat up truck or a funny looking car or whatever. If he's a good man, see, this is the focus. This is where you need to keep your mind at. Is this man a good man? Is this man going to respect me, love me, treat me well, care for me when I'm sick, provide for me because he goes out there and works? I ain't talking about some dude that just stay at the house. He might treat you well, but he's just there at the house playing video games all day, smoking weed all day, popping pills and kicking with his homeboys. Nah, that's trash. You don't want that in your life. Don't invite that in your life. Don't settle for that in your life, because you deserve better and you can get better. But you can only get as good as you allow yourself to get. See what I'm saying? So by making yourself available to one degree or another, it's like, check this out. I'm talking to a couple of females right now, and all we're doing is just random conversations. We're just talking, texting, just trying to feel each other out. You ain't got to put yourself all the way out there. You can just try to, feel each other out. And if for whatever reason you don't like the guy, you ain't feeling him or whatever, then, that's cool. You go ahead and bounce and go your way. But if you never put yourself out there to make yourself available, then you'll never be able to, it'll make the path, the journey of trying to find the one that is for you much more difficult. You see what I'm saying? Check this out. If you're not, look, in order to have what you've never had, you have to be willing to do what you've never done. If you continue to do what you've been doing, you will continue to get what you've been getting. Think about that. I'll say it again, just in case you were distracted. Ladies, pay attention, listen really close. Tony Max is about to give you some game, baby. So think about it, write it down. You got your pen in your pants, so write it down. If you continue to do what you have been doing, you will continue to get the type of men that you have been getting, or you will continue to get the type of results that you have been getting. So if it's been the results of you being by yourself, guess what? You're by yourself because you have been doing the same thing. Start doing something different. You got to change it up. Make yourself available the next time a guy tries to talk to you at the gas station or at Walmart or maybe one of your co-workers or on a social media network. Give a guy a chance that you normally would not give a guy, regardless. Look, man, let me check this out. Pictures are not always the best tellers of the truth. I know they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and sure it is. But you have to keep in mind that that picture does not illustrate the personality of this person on the other end of that picture. You see what I'm saying? So the picture is not the actual person. The picture is only a representation of the person in a particular moment. It only represents a particular part of that person in that particular moment, not the holistic personality of that individual. So take these things into consideration while you scrolling left or right or however y'all do it, and you know, take your time and accept that like or respond to that message online. You know, take a look at them, analyze them. Y'all got womanly intuition. Check it out. Now, the other part of that is in order to have what you've never had. If you've never had a good man that's like family orientated, want to marry you, he not gonna procrastinate and keep beating around the bush. He gonna put that ring on that finger and cuff you. Then you have to be willing to do some things that you've never done. Message, again, listen, if you want to have what you've never had, you'll have to be willing to do what you've never done. Ladies, pay attention. Do some things that you've never done so you can have that relationship that you've never had. It's not rocket science. It takes work. It takes effort, but you're going to have to do it. And since you work a lot, that's the great thing about the internet. That's the great thing about social media sites. So whether it's Tinder or POF or whatever it is, respond to them things when you get a chance. Whatever it is, if it's late at night, early in the morning, lunch break, weekend when you're off, respond to them brothers. Find you a couple. Matter of fact, instead of responding to the same ones that you always find yourself normally responding to, switch the game up and start responding to some different guys that's sending you some messages. Now, I don't mean some old fat, sloppy, ugly dude that's just out of there. I mean, and no offense to you if you is big, fat, sloppy, and ugly. Because, you know, hey, everybody ugly to somebody and everybody, you know, beautiful to somebody. Anyway, what I'm saying, though, is that if this is not a guy that you would normally choose, then, you know, try him for a change. If it's a dark-skinned guy or a light-skinned guy or a red-skinned guy, just switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Just switch it up because there are a lot of good men out there. And, hey, man, we here. We here, baby. We here. I'm not the only one. I am a good man. Best believe that. Because I have trained and made myself a good man. Right now, I just told this one female I'm talking to, I'm practicing to be a good husband. That's why I'm not you can't be in the club all the time and hanging out with your boys and all that other stuff, still living like you're single and you're married. That's just that's going to create all kinds of problems. So I'm not one for the club stuff anyway. But what I'm saying, my whole point is this. Do something different, ladies. Analyze yourself, analyze your methods, analyze your interests, analyze what you truly want and desire in a relationship as well as a marriage, and then make these qualities your top qualities that you look for. And in these qualities, I don't think if you're really looking for a really good man that's a good husband and a good father, that's not going to cheat on you and beat on you and disrespect you and condescend and all that stuff, use you and abuse you, I don't think that what his possessions are part of the equation. That sounds like something that's particularly isolated along within the realm of his character. Character is way more important than possessions. So ladies, start talking to these guys so you can find out what their character is. Okay? That's just a look. Hey, man, I just wanted to give you a little something, a little Q&A, so you'll understand how we function and how we interact on a social platform so that we can get what we want. I want you ladies to be happy. Man, I love you, baby. Tony Max, love you. I ain't got nothing but love for you. I want you to be happy. I'm tired of seeing all these lonely women out there sipping wine by themselves, chilling by themselves, going out to eat by themselves, just everything by yourself. Are you the third wheel with your homegirl and her dude because she got her a good man? He may not be balling or successful or nothing, but he is a good man. And as long as you can say, I got a good man, girl, that is priceless. That's worth $1 million or $1 billion, because all the rest of that stuff is pointless anyway. Stuff erodes over time. It loses its value over time. But a good man only builds in quality and character and value over time. That's an investment like a stock or a bond that's going to continue to gain interest over time. A good man is going to gain interest over time. So make your investments wisely, ladies. Anyway, that's about all I wanted to chop it up with y'all for today, man. I just wanted to let y'all know, man. This is part 2 to part 1 to the four types of women. And I just wanted y'all to know, man, hey, Tony Max love you, baby, for real. Hey, thank y'all for coming again to the site, man, to my channel, man. Thank y'all for showing all the love. Thank y'all for the subscriptions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, man. Hit that notification bell to make sure that you're notified, so that anytime I drop new content, you'll be among the first to get those notifications, and you can check it out. You won't miss nothing. If I add value to your life, I'm not asking you to hit the like button or subscribe to my channel just on GP to boost me up. If you find value in the messages that I deliver, then hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, support your boy, support your boy, support your boy. Anyway, thank y'all for coming again, man. Don't forget, you can get your content. You can get some t-shirts, clothes, leggings, baby clothes, bags, whatever you want. My link up top, P.L.A.Y.A, top right-hand corner. And you can get you some music too. If you have a laptop or a PC, it's in the top right-hand corner. If you have on your phone, it's in the bottom part where it says show more, right up under the video in the comment section. Thanks again, man. I appreciate the love. Peace and progress to you, baby. Mwah.